Hey fam, welcome back to today's video. This is basically me choosing my BookTubeAthon 2016 TBR. So BookTubeAthon began today. It is currently Monday, July 18th, and will run throughout this entire week and will end at the end of this week. I want to say it's the 22nd or something like that. Could be wrong. You know how those days all just kind of blur together. But yeah, I figured this would be kind of fun and different, more of a vlog style video. You get to watch me pick my TBR, and then I will have a more formal sit down style video at the end of this where I kind of like show you all of them formally. But beware, my shelf is a hot mess. Ever since I moved in January, I just haven't had a chance to get my bookshelf together. It's so sad. I feel like in my old bedroom when I lived with my family, my bookshelf was a lot more cohesive. Also, I just have way too many books for one shelf, but I don't have enough space to have multiple shelves. So in my next apartment, which is gonna be soon, y'all. In my next apartment, my dream is to actually have a whole wall full of shelves, or maybe even a room, just a little mini library, and try to make my Beauty and the Beast dreams come true a little bit. Anyways, that's enough rambling. Wow, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm slurring, and oh my gosh, my arm really hurts. This is not a vlogging friendly camera. I've said a lot. Let's jump right into the video. So let me back up so you can see. But here is my bookshelf, and it is packed to the brim full of books. And yes, those are a stack of books there in the corner because I've run out of room. And let me not even talk about the stack of cardboard boxes packed full of books I have in my living room against the wall. Not even gonna talk about that. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. I've decided to stick to just this shelf and this pile over here. Like I said, we're not even gonna discuss the pile full of books that I have in the living room. I don't even want to bring that into this video. So the BookTubeAthon rules are as follows. Read a book with yellow on the cover. That is the first rule. So let's see, we have quite a few to choose from. I don't know how I want this to go. I don't even know what I feel like reading. I feel like there's so much YA here. And I haven't really been in a YA mood lately. This is not technically yellow. I have been wanting to read this. So, yes. But it's such a huge book. Oh my god. Okay, so, I mean, this is yellow, right? It's like gold. Okay, so you guys have seen me pick my first book, The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, and it is not a YA novel, but it is a fantasy novel, an epic fantasy novel. I have the sequel sitting right next to it. And yeah, I've been wanting to read this for ages, so might as well. It's huge too, so maybe I can use it for more than one challenge, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, so rule number 2. Alright, so rule number 2 is only read a book after sunset. I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. Let's see. Read a book you discovered because of BookTube. Oh my gosh, pretty much every YA book I have here. That shouldn't be difficult at all. I'm thinking of a book that I solely was like, would never have heard of this book if it hadn't been for BookTube. And this is tough, I'm not gonna lie. This is really difficult because, yes, that is a whole tower of Invicta watches, don't judge me. What book would I not have discovered if not for BookTube? And I don't want to pick another big book, like, I don't want to psych myself out. Hey, this book. Right? No? Right? Maybe? You know, I have been wanting to start that series, so this would be a great time to begin. And it's true, I wouldn't really have discovered this book if it weren't for BookTube, but at least I wouldn't have been as interested in reading it, simply because there was a booktuber, I can't remember the name of her channel right now, or her name, but she loves this series and she raves about it all the time. And when I first started watching BookTube, I used to watch all of her videos all the time. She loves this series, and it's true, I guess, if it wasn't for BookTube and how much she raved about this, I probably would not have purchased this book. Although, fun fact, Cressly Cole was one of my favorite romance novelists. Was, like she's, no, she still is one of my favorite romance novelists. So that further intrigued me and wanted me to read this and made me want to read this book because I'm used to her just writing romance novels. So this should be kind of cool. All right, so that was read a book you discovered because of BookTube. That was rule number 3 because I skipped rule number 2 because, yeah, we'll figure that one out later. All right, now number 4. Read a book by a favorite author. Help. Oh my God, help. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. My favorite authors are... I just have so many, and unfortunately, a lot of them are not on this shelf. A lot of them are on my Kindle. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. This is rough. I don't know what to do. Flippin' hate this. Okay, no, I don't hate this. It's actually kind of fun, but I have a lot of anxiety right now, as if I could choose the wrong options. But I almost feel like if I show you what I choose, then I'm kind of obligated to stick to this TBR. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody else have this type of struggle? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a lot of my favorite authors on this shelf. I mean, some, but not really. And I don't want to reread a book. I'm trying to read more of my books that I already own. Oh, I do have some of my favorite authors in the back. Oh, can you even see that, y'all? It's like Charles Dickens and Jane Austen. Definitely 2 of my favorite authors. But like I said, I don't want to reread anything. So I think there was a book. Oh. Okay, I'll pick that up later. I'm doing this thing one-handed here. There was a book up here that I really caught my eye, and it's by an author that I've really started to love. And that book, let me see if I remember, is by Josephine Angelini, who wrote the Star-Crossed series. She wrote this series, which is one of my favorite young adult fantasies slash fairy tale retell. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I literally can't speak. Wow. She wrote one of my favorite young adult fantasy series that's also kind of like the retelling of a Greek myth. So, Trial by Fire. There we go. Finally. A million minutes later. We'll go with this. Whew, that was hard. Okay. Read a book that's older than you. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I kind of want to reread The Phantom Tollbooth. Let's just see what year it was written, shall we? Please be older than me. 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 This book was written in 1961, so this passes the test. I have been wanting to reread this, and I'm glad that I'm breaking out of the young adult genre once again. So yes, and yes, this is a reread, but technically I read this so long ago, I don't even remember anything that happens in this novel. I read this when I was a kid. All right, so I have 4 books, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 books so far. So the next rule, let's see what rule I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on rule number 6. Read and watch a book to movie adaptation. There have been so many book to movie adaptations recently, and I don't know if I have any of them on this shelf, except the obvious, Harry Potter, Twilight. Let us see, shall we? This is rough. I guess I could read the 100 and then watch the show, but I don't really want to. Is that wrong? Yeah, sorry guys. Maybe I'll read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. again. Another reread, can't stay away. And then watch the movie. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Could always watch the Harry Potter movies again, but read those books so many times, and as much as I love them, I want to do something a little different. I could just read a fairy tale and then watch the movie, but I feel like that would be a cop-out somehow. This is a hard one, especially just going off of this bookshelf here. This is the most random bookshelf of all time. Ooh, A Room with a View. There's definitely a movie for this. But I did not enjoy the book that much the first go round, so I don't think so. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I am going to choose Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I have been dying to read this book, and I've heard the movie is pretty interesting, and I've kind of been wanting to watch the movie, so there we go. I got one. Whew, that was a tough one. I was afraid I wasn't gonna get that one for a second. All right, and then finally, last but not least, rule number 7, read 7 books. So I only have 6 books because I skipped rule number 2, which was only read a book after sunset, because I kind of want to only read Poison Princess after sunset, since I have a feeling it's all like, you know, it involves like maybe witches and vampires and things of that nature. But I do still need to just read 7 books, so let's choose my 7th book. Alright, so for my 7th and final book, I'm just going to be selfish. I'm going to pick a book that I really have been wanting to read. And I think I'm going to try to pick a newer book. There is this stack right over here that I have neglected. If you haven't watched my rant on this, it's on my channel. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description. Starflight. So much young adult. So many young adult novels. So many. So many. I swear, this is like my young adult and children's fiction shelf. I don't know how that happened. I've already read this. It was amazing. I can't wait for the final book. Comes out next month, y'all. Comes out next month. Can't wait. Lordy Lord. I have some interesting options right here. And then they just kept getting bigger. They keep getting bigger and bigger. And I really don't want to read anything too big. All right, so that was a fail. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nothing is catching my eye. Guess I could finally read The Winter's Curse, but I don't really want to read a YA novel, and all I see are YA novels. Oh my goodness. Nothing against young adult, but like I said, I'm just in a weird funk with it right now, you know? Not in the mood. Not in the mood. Let's see, y'all. The Crane Wife. That's an adult book that's randomly on this shelf. Could pick a fairy tale book. That'd be fun. I kind of want to pick a small book because we're supposed to be trying to read 7 books. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I've made such a mess. Okay. Let's see, y'all. The Death of Bees is kind of calling to me. Somewhat. It's one of the very first books I ever hauled on this channel, and I've never read it. But I remember being so fascinated by it, and I did get it from, whatchamacallit, place that I always used to order my books from. Oh my god, why can't I remember? That is how long since I've shopped there, you guys. This is embarrassing. But yes, so I think I will tentatively go with this for now. Either that or the Rosie Project. But I don't know, do I want humor? Or do I want, I think I'm gonna stick with this for now. Okay, I picked it, my 7th book. My 7th book. My 7th book! Yay! Whew. Oh my flippin' goodness, y'all. I have picked 7 books. I have met all the criteria and all the rules, and now I will formally display them and show them to you. Stay tuned.